is what I'm talking about, chat. This is premium right here. This is premium right here. Let me make this smaller for TikTok so you guys can just see what we're cooking with here. All right, TikTok, you guys are in on it. Ginger beer? Ginger beer is not hidden. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. S tier. First up, we have we have Bud Ice. Is Bush Ice on here? I don't see Bush Ice. Bud Ice has to be D tier. Miller Lite should be an A. Coors Banquet is the best beer ever. Not true at all, dude. Coors Banquet is some absolute dog shit, bro. It tastes awful. Coors Light is so much better than Coors Banquet. Bud Ice is D tier just because that shit is strong, but it is just, dude, if you let it get moderately above immediately out of the fridge, like the only way a Bud Ice is hitting is if you're at a college party, you yank one of those out of the fridge, you bust a hole in it, and you shotgun it immediately. Otherwise, it's dog shit. Bush. I don't know if I've ever had a regular Bush. I think Bush Light is all I've ever had. So I'm going to put it at C just because I've never had it. Bush Light, B tier. Natty Light is the worst beer in existence. Budweiser, I mean, we're talking about shitty light beer, right? Like we're not leveling up on some crazy fucking, like we're talking about light beer, right? So it's all skunk water, right? Like it's all piss, right? Like let's be honest, it's not. You're talking about beer. You're talking about Buster. Budweiser is probably an A tier. No, truth has not been spoken, Raven. That is such an L take. Coors Banquet, I give it a B though. It does taste like shit. Corona, in my personal opinion, Corona is dog shit. I don't care. I do not care. I'll stand on that. I will die on that hill, chat. I don't care. Some beer is so yum in my tum, though. Wow, crazy. It's not crazy. Bro, Corona is ass, dude. Corona is ass. Objectively, it's ass. It's not good. Coors Light, I don't see Coors Light being S tier. Have you done that, Chief? Yeah, I've done it. I haven't done it recently, though, so I might have to. This would be better if I had every single one of these beers on my desk and I could take a rip right now. Chat, let me ask you this, guys. You said Bud should be in a commercial for its beer and Dale Jr.? Hell yeah. It's A tier. It's not S tier. I'm sorry, Coors. Coors is good, though. Coors is good. I love slamming some Coors Light. It ain't no S tier beer, though. Okay. Here's the thing, boys. They don't have it on the list. Regular Dos Equis. This is regular Dos Equis. Regular Dos Equis. X shit. It's not at all, but it's not great. I think regular Dos Equis is up there with like Corona, so it'd be like a C or a D. But Dos Equis, you said you got to rank vodka next. I haven't had that much vodka in my life. I couldn't even really tell you the difference. I think it all kind of tastes the same, no? I haven't graduated yet into the upper echelons of alcoholism yet. Daddy's still a youngin', bro. I'm still a newbie. I'm a probie in the alcohol business. I just drink beer now. I've just recently started expanding my beer palate. Dos Equis A. See, Braden knows what's up. I think Dos Equis Amber is S tier. If this was Dos Equis Amber, let me show you guys what it looks like real quick, because I don't think y'all even know. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, my God, bro, this beer. It's not even as good in the bottle either. Dos Equis Amber Draft. Where's Draft? Why is there not? Okay, there it is. There she is, bro. Look at her. No, that's still the bottle. Oh, yeah, there we go. The Dos Equis Double Deuce Meister, bro. This shit right here at a Mexican restaurant is the best fucking, I don't care. Dude, you could take me to the nicest restaurant on the planet and give me a nice a $10,000 bottle of wine, and I would tell you it tastes like a dog shit compared to a Dos Equis Double Deucer after busting your ass on some blue-collar bullshit, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro, this is the best beer. This is peak. Oh, my God, I get the big boy, too. I get the fucking, it's this big. It's this big, and it's this big around. And it's a chalice for a man. Dude, oh my God, bro. Forget about it. Forget about it. Okay, but having said that, regular Dos Equis, not very good. Guinness? Chat, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Guinness? I think Guinness is like, I think flavor-wise, for being such a thick beer, not bad. Yeah, B tier, I agree with that. I wouldn't drink a lot of Guinness just because it's impossible. But I'm not saying that I would, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I would drink more than like 2 Guinnesses. But it is not bad for what it is. Heineken is overrated. Heineken is a D tier beer. No, it's not D tier. It's C tier. But it is overrated. It's for sure overrated. Exactly. Never had a Heineken. I think Heineken tastes like a shittier, like a hoppier. It kind of tastes like Sam Adams or some shit. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's like a light beer trying to be more than it is. Ice House is dog shit, bro. Ice House is actual piss water. So is Keystone Light. Those are college tailgate, like you bought a shitload of beer so the boys can slam them beers. That's what those are. What about Milwaukee's Best Ice? Chat, this one's up to y'all. I've actually never had this. I've actually never had Milwaukee's Best Ice. Have y'all ever had that? I like literally have never even tried it. I don't even know what it tastes like. Bro, say you can get a Keystone, you can get a 30 rack for $20. Milwaukee Ice is awful. That's Section 8 beer. All right. I'll give it a D. All right, so we have Modelo Especial. What do you guys think? You said Milwaukee's Best Ice is like an ice beer, but with the taste of beer. That is brutal. What about Modelo Especial? Yo, TikTok, what do y'all think about Modelo Especial? Is that an S tier buster or a D tier buster? You said Keystone is more frat than Michelob? I would agree, yeah. Michelob Ultra is like a boat beer, where you're trying to drink beer, but you're trying to keep it light so you can stay in the sun longer. Like, I feel like Michelob Ultra I always see out on the boat. Is that valid? I feel like that's a valid take. I feel like Michelob Ultra is like a fucking boat beer when you got like the shorties on the boat. You're all like, everyone's all out there partying, but you're not trying to get wasted. If you're drinking beer, you're trying to keep it moderately, like whatever. Yo, J Tootie, what up, player? Go ahead and put Miller Lite in the S tier. We haven't gotten there yet. Honestly, Joe, hey, listen, y'all, listen. Jot's got the best opinion right now. This is a man who knows what he's talking about. Let me move the webcam actually a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. That's money. I got to fuck with it in TikTok a little bit, though. Hold on. There you go. Boom. All right. Back to rating. You said Mick Ultra makes me sick as fuck. Miller Lite, I'm so sorry, but A tier. Budweiser is crazy. Wait, hold on. Chat, you guys are jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead, all right? We gotta go on pace here. Where were we at? Miller High Life? That's gotta be B tier. You said Budweiser and A is crazy? B or A? Nah, Budweiser's dank, dude. You can't sleep on the red can, buster. I think Miller High Life is B. You said Miller is decent if you're already sad. Miller Lite goes in S tier. Bro. Come on now. Y'all already know, but that's bias right there. That's bias. I'm already busting down a Miller Lite. Modelo Especial. I'm going C tier. I don't think Modelo is very good, but that is like my own personal opinion. I think it's a little heavier than it needs to be. Mick Ultra, we already said that's like a boat beer. Mick Ultra is going to be a C beer. It's not like, it would be B if it was like a little bit stronger, but it's literally water. You said Modelo is S unless that gets me deported. It is crazy. Yo, it could. You said it could, but I won't say nothing, bro. Yeah. Like I think Michelob Ultra is a B tier, just because like, no, it's C tier. Mick Ultra C tier. You said, okay, I'm going to talk shit. Mick Ultra, yeah, exactly. Water. But I do drink it at the bar, full disclosure. Yo. Yeah. Like, that is a good point. Miller Lite. Miller Lite is peak, bro. I fucking love Miller Lite. Oh, my God, bro. Just, like this is the only one that I have with me right now. So let me just show y'all. Check this out. Oh, God, it's like eating butter, bro. It just goes right down the pipe. Miller is just... I'll crack one right now. Miller Lite should be America's beer. Yo, Hurricane. Miller Lite is America's beer, bro. That shit is fire. My child, Miller Lite. I want to know how the Miller Lite stock is doing right now, bro. That shit's got to be going crazy, bro. Miller Lite is just absolute peak. You said, I don't know how Miller did it, man. They have a handle on this country, and I'm here for it. Miller Lite is literally America's beer. Drink Malort? Raven, you're banned. All right, guys, we got Natural Light. He said Scoop has 2 packs of Miller under his desk. I mean, shit, I might as well, dude. That shit is put... Miller Lite has almost put at least 25 pounds on you, boy. Miller Lite has a grasp upon my body that I cannot explain. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? All right, chat, what's Natural Light? What's Natty Light? What's Natty Light right now? Let's get it. Natty Light. I think I do not have 2 30-packs under my desk, y'all. That is ridiculous. He said, I'll mail you a good old English, and then we can call it a good time. B. You said it's how he got that belly. That's that Miller Lite. Natty Light is going in the garbage compressor. I don't think that's fair. I think Natty Light is, it's not B tier. It could be B tier. It could be B tier. I think, okay, we should actually, Natty is F tier is crazy. Natty Light is not that bad. It is a college beer. I do not fucking care. F tier. Yo, you guys are being harsh on Natty Light. I think Natty Light's not all that bad, bro. I think you guys are tripping. This is the tiers, all right? So S tier is I could drink it every day. Miller Lite, I do that. So that's why it's S tier. A tier is I could also drink it every day. And I frequently could get drunk on it. A tier. B tier is I wouldn't drink it every day. I could definitely get drunk on it. C tier is I pretty much only would get drunk on it. And I wouldn't even drink it probably more than once a month. D tier is I'm only drinking it if I have nothing and I show up to the party and that's all they got and I didn't buy beer and I'm going to drink it anyway. But since I didn't contribute to the party's beer, I'm going to drink that. That's D tier. Natty Light tastes like the inside of a 98 Lexus Midsummer. Oh, my God. He said, I'll put it this way. Natty Light, if you compare to Natty Ice, S tier. Yeah, Natty Ice, I've never even had, and I can only imagine that shit is ass. So we're going to go ahead and D tier that. All right, boys. Now we got some contenders in the chat. How do we feel about Pabst Blue Ribbon? Little PBR? He said PBR, go ahead and slap it into A. Dude, PBR, go ahead and slap it into A. S tier? Dude, PBR could go A. I could get down with it. I've slammed a... Dude, you know what's crazy? If I looked at this... You said $1 PBR night at the bar, I'll go home with Jabba. He said what, dude? $1 PBR night at the bar, and I'll go home with Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, dude. I mean, bro, it is fucking... That shit is ridiculous, bro. I'm going home with dude, with just about anything I can get my hands on if I'm drinking PBRs $1. $1, dude, I'm going in there with $20. $1 beer night? I'll just walk in there and slap a fucking Jackson on the table and Daddy's getting ready to rock and roll. Stella Artois is getting the fucking D tier treatment, bro. My 42-ounce can was $4. Dude, happy hour is a thing. How the fuck did Steel Reserve even make the list? Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Steel Reserve being on this list is honestly a bit of a surprise. However, Steel Reserve has made me many memories, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it in C tier. I'm just kidding, bro. That shit is ass. Is there a tier lower than this? Can I create another tier? Because I would. I would. Genuinely, I would. If there was a lower tier, Steel Reserve is an F tier beer. Yo, what up, Gabe? What up, Stogie? Blue Moon? Blue Moon's not on this one. Bud Light. And see, this is where I was at with Bud Light. He said, all right, hold on. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, chat. Twisted Tea? No. This is just strictly like the light beers and lagers. I'm cool with S for Yuengling. I mean, yeah, I could get down with that. Whenever I go to the store to get Miller, if they're out of Miller for some ungodly reason, I get Yuengling. So I could go with that. I've gutted some Yuengling. I ain't gonna lie. Blue Moon is fire. I honestly don't see myself slugging Blue Moons, but I could drink about 7 or 8 of them. Yeah, I could drink about 7 or 8 of them. Bud Light. Here's the issue with Bud Light, boys. Here's the issue with, if you're looking for something that isn't light beer, Yuengling is just such a solid brainer, no choice. Yeah, like, dude, here's the thing about Yuengling. Like, it's a lager, but it's still, like, not, like, a shitty, like, punch-you-in-the-mouth lager. Like, it's like, it's a lager, but it's also up there with Miller Lite. Like, you could fucking slam a couple Yuenglings. More than a couple. Bud Light, dude, here's the thing. Ignoring all of the trans activist bullshit that they did with their marketing campaign, Shock Top is fire. You said, what are your opinions on Shock Top? Shock Top is fire. Bud Light is still not actually that bad. Like, I think Bud Light is probably a B tier or an A tier beer, but they just absolutely fucking biffed it, bro. Dude, this is a good list. Chat, is there anything that y'all would change? Otherwise, B. Yeah, I think B tier is a good rank. What do you guys think of this list, bro? You said Shock Top. I could crush an entire bar worth. He said, I love the chat acting like they wouldn't shotgun a Bud Light. Laughable. Yeah, I mean, dude, let's be honest. There isn't a beer on this fucking thing that I wouldn't shotgun except for Steel City Reserve. I'm not drinking Steel Reserve unless somebody has a fucking gun to my head or a bamboo shoot pressed against my fingernails. There is literally no shot. I would have to have some, like, promised torture inbound before I would fucking, like, there's no way. All right, boys, I fuck with this. See, this is a man's list right here.